Hello and welcome to Qsports. I'm Amutu Gajaga and thank you for joining us. Coming up tonight, shock defeat for Real de Banjul as bottom place Elite United defeated them by a 0-0, which is a well-earned victory. And Brikama United now go top after a 0-0 draw with Marimo, but of course is on goal difference. Elsewhere in the league, Gambia Armed Forces also registered their first win in 5 matches against Falcons. Sweet revenge, is it? Because in the reverse fixture, it was Falcons who beat Armed Forces by 5-2. Also, we will be looking at the Norway Cup. It's a competition that is organized in Norway, and it will be happening later this year in late July. And more than 50 countries will be taking part in this competition. And Gambia is going to be one of those countries. The selection process for having that team that is going to represent the Gambia in the Norway Cup has already started, and we'll be talking about that. All that on tonight's Qsports. And thank you if you're just joining us. This is Qsports and I'm Mobutu Gajaka. First, we're looking at the Gambia's First Division League. A shock in Gambia's First Division League. Elite United beat leaders Real de Banjul at the Independence Stadium to ease their relegation worries and making sure that they battle for survival. It is just the second half of the league that has begun. That is March day 16, and Elite United, that is former Real de Banjul defender Baifai, scored the only goal of the game. More in this report. Bottom side Elite United shocked Real de Banjul with a 1-0 win, with former Real de Banjul defender Baifai scoring the only goal, which proved to be the winner when he headed in a cross. A win would have consolidated top spot for Real de Banjul. However, after 16 games played, this defeat sees them drop to second, level on 29 points with first place Brikama United and third place Hawks. Despite being in last place, the win will be a massive boost for Elite United as they fight to avoid relegation. Still on the GFF First Division League, Gambia Armed Forces and a deserved victory against Falcons. Sweet revenge it was in the GFF First Division League, as in the reverse fixture, it was Falcons who defeated Armed Forces by 5-2, but everything changed this time around. Trailing finish between Gambia Armed Forces and Falcons. Lamin Sambo scored the winner in the 80th minute, completing a brace in a match which looked as if it could go either way. Sambo capitalized on Falcons goalkeeper Lamin Jame's costly error of leaving his line, coming all the way to the center. In his unsuccessful attempt to backtrack to his goal, the running Lamin Sambo neatly finished with a low shot. The keeper would go on to make another mistake as his pass to a teammate was intercepted, allowing Gaff to double their lead through Lamin Sane. Gaff took the lead 10 minutes before the break, with Lamin Sambo beating the keeper on the far left. Falcons reduced the deficit twice through Usman Cisse. He followed up on a rebound shot with a header to make it 2-1. Cisse would go on to score a second goal on the night, but they proved not enough as Gaff sealed the win with Lamin Sambo's late goal. This is how the two coaches reacted to the game.
For today's game, as we are coming, we prepare fully to come. We make a slogan called, we must get back our 3 points. That's our slogan for this second round. We must bring back our 3 points. That's why we come to Tanil, to make sure that we have to get our 3 points back.
Yes, it's bad day in the office, but we'll not put our heads down. Congratulations to the Army side. Coming into this game, we want to pick maximum 3 points, but it wasn't our day today. So all we need is to regroup and move on to the next one, because this one will not come again.
The victory leaves Gaff third from bottom and Falcons in 9th in the standings. Finally, in Gambian football, the Norway Cup is returning after a break for a while. And this Norway Cup is at the pre-selection stage, that is the selection of players based on team participation, and it has already begun at Q City. And joining me in the studio is former Gambia international Aziz Koryang to discuss more about the Norway Cup and Gambia's participation this year. The competition is taking place in Norway in late July and it will end in early August. Aziz Koryang, one of the coordinators of this Norway competition. Aziz, welcome to the studio.
Thank you, Gajaga.
It's been great. This is a competition where so many youngsters, I've named one of them, Yusuf Njai, had gone through the Norway Cup competition. And today he's not only a professional footballer, but he also plays for the national team. You've started the selection process at Q City on Saturday.
Yes.
Tell us more details about the Norway Cup competition and Gambia's participation in it.
Well, the Norway Cup competition, I think it started few years ago. As you said, we are having like 6 to 7 players in the national team. They have been to Norway, to this Norway Cup. I think from Hamza Barry, Dawdangom, Yusuf Njai, and a lot of them, they have played this Norway Cup. And I think it helped them a lot to be where they be right now. So it was stopped for the past 4 to 5 years. But the past 3 years, I think it was because of this COVID. And now they're going to start it again this summer, July. And we want to take these kids there so that they can have this experience and exposure and see another part of the world, how they prepare and how they play football.
When it comes to the selection, I'm sure it's going to be tough. It's going to be
course.
rigorous.
Yeah.
So many teams. I saw a team from Bakau, I saw a team from Brikama, I saw a team from Lamen, and I also saw a team from Combos and, you know, a team from Banjul. And you will go all the way into the interior of the country. Tell us about the first day. How was it like on Saturday?
Yeah, on Saturday we have like 8 teams. We have Banjul, Bakau, Serekunda East, Serekunda West. Then we have Combo 2, then we have Lamin, Birkama, and we have Q City. It was 8 teams, and we saw a lot of talents. These kids, they are very talented. And we have selected now 27 to 28 players for now. Then during this weekend, I think we're going to summer. We have LRR, URR, and the provinces. They're gonna come there. Then they're gonna play. I think it's gonna be four teams. They're gonna play each other, and we select there and came back. Okay. Then if we came, then we're gonna have the final selection.
How many players are you targeting altogether?
You know, I think we're going to take 18 to 20 players, but you cannot just select 18 to 20 players. We're gonna select maybe 25, so that from that 25 we will use some players there. 5 players, then we took 20 with us. But we want the best from Banjul to Koina.
Okay. Yeah. So also when it comes to the age category, which age bracket are you looking at? Because age has been an issue in Gambian football. We all know previously what used to happen for the under-17, under-20. In 2014, we were banned globally because of some age cheating issues by FIFA. I know when it comes to the Norway Cup, it's meant for young footballers. It meant for an age category of footballers. What's the age bracket?
It's under 15.
Under 15.
And for that particular, we are very, we're gonna, me and my partner, me and Tia, and we said this before. If we want to stop this cheating, we have to stop it from the grassroots. And that's what we're gonna do. This time around, it's gonna be under 15, strictly under 15. You're gonna come with your birth certificate. We're gonna look into so many things, because yesterday after training I was asking these kids whether they're going to school, and I have saw that 95% of the kids, they're going to school. So it's going to be very strict that we're gonna take under 15, because as you said earlier on, we have this problem not once, twice, 3 times in Dakar. It was few years, I think it was last year on the 17.
On the 17 competition.
In Dakar,
yeah,
we have the same issue there. So this thing have to stop, and we have to stop it to the grassroots. We have to stop it from there, so that the people coming, they will know that this is not the way forward.
And when it comes to the selection, it's purely based on merit. You really have to earn it to be part of that team.
Of course, you really have to earn it because we know what we want, and we know if we see good players, and it's not only players. You have to have discipline, dedication, determination, and mentally you have to be well prepared.
Okay. This is just the first phase of it, and you will get to the final stage where you will get the selection of the number of players that you want for the team actually to go to Norway for this competition. And I know in Norway there are other countries who are also going to be part of this competition. For the players, what would you be telling them? What are you going to advise them? That this is an opportunity that you are going to get, because you can give them classical examples of players who have passed through it and now they're in the national team, others are professional footballers.
Yeah, of course. I have been telling them that since the first day we met. I told them that this is a big opportunity because players like Hamza Barry, Yusuf Njai, Dawood Angom, a lot of them, they have been there. And it's a very, very, very good experience for them. And it's not about the competition, it's about the exposure. The exposure when you go there, how you gonna, if you want to be a professional in the near future, if you go there, you will see that this is the way forward. So it's very important for them to go to Norway, and we don't want it to stop from this one. We want it to continue. Like every year, we took a team here and take them to Norway and come back.
Okay, when it comes to youngsters, there is the issue of parental consent. Sometimes you being a former professional footballer, and of course I know you're based in Sweden, these things do happen whenever kids are going to be something like this. Their parents have to sign a consent form to say, okay, I am allowing my kid to be part of this. Have you got to that stage yet?
No, not yet, because we didn't have the final selection yet. But we have told them that this is what's going to happen later on. Because right now, we just want to select them. And if we select our final 18, 20 players, of course, we're going to sit with the parents, and they're going to sign and guarantee us that if we took them, they're going to come back, and we're going to take good care of them, and we're going to return them back home.
Back as well, okay. The competition is in Norway in late July. Yeah. It's going to go until early August. This is a competition that has been happening. As you mentioned, it has taken a while since it last happened. Well, COVID and other issues might be factors of it. What do you make of its coming back, especially being in that part of Europe, in Norway?
Yeah, it's going to be big. I know that it's going to be big because for the past 3 years, we all know that COVID hit us very bad. And this is going to be, it's going to be like, I don't know, 70 years or something like that. And it's going to be a very, very big occasion there. And it's going to be good for the kids to go and look how things go over there. And I think that it will help them. It will help them. And these are the kind of things we need to do so that we can help these kids. Because on Saturday, what I have thought is the Gambia, we have a lot of talents. The problem is they need someone who can help them.
Help them.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
That is in terms of motivation and
motivation,
good coaching as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because these kids, you know, when you are young, you can, if you think football, you can just dribble the whole 11 and score. You think that, but there are so many things that you have to put on them.
Exactly. Not only Gambian footballers who later on become professional, who were part of this Norway Cup. I've checked through online. It appears a player like Idrissa Gana Gueye also had played in this Norway Cup, and now he plays for Paris Saint-Germain.
Of course, yes, because you know Senegal, they have been going to this kind of tournaments ever since. So you can, it's not only Idrissa, it's a lot of players, they have been to this Norway Cup. That's where you have to start, And if you went there, you will say that I want to be somebody else one day. And there are a lot of guys, they have passed through this thing. So it's very good for our kids to go there.
So when it comes to footballers in the Gambia, I know they are kids, they would make a lot of mistakes, basics football, ball control, passing, and creating space. What are some of the things that you think they lack, and then it can be adjusted from the first training that you've witnessed on Saturday and subsequently on Sunday as well?
Yeah, on Saturday they were playing, and I think it was a little bit pressured. Everybody wanted to show out that I'm the best. You have to select me. But when the first game there is a player, I saw it. If I saw the player, the way he controlled the ball, I know that he's a good player. If you help him, he gonna go. They can go far. And there are a lot of them. They just need this basic and tactic. That's our problem. Basic tactic and the mentality too.
Yeah, the mentality as well, which is hugely important.
Which is very, very important nowadays. You can see somebody is not that good, but the mentality will take him far.
Okay. Also, I'm sure you must have had partners. It's first you and Tijan being the Gambia Sports Ambassador, and yourself, an ex-footballer, coordinating this. There are other members, of course. The other day I saw the Minister of Youth and Sports, whom you guys visited, to put this Norway Cup to him, and he endorsed it. When it comes to the Gambia Football Federation also, they're the custodians of football. How have you been in touch with them? And then,
yeah, Tian, I was not around. I came back a week ago, but Tian have talked to all of them, and I think they have endorsed it too. So that's what we need from them. And Tian told me that he have gone and talked to all the parties that that they can help and endorse it. And Tian went there, and Tian is doing a very good job too.
Yeah, this is something quite remarkable. I will take you back to Gambia's successful achievement in the Africa Cup of Nations a few months ago in January and early February, to be precise, in Cameroon. Gambia reached the quarterfinals of their first Africa Cup of Nations. You being an ex-footballer, this project started somewhere. Of course, it's not like you people were there. In 2008, the Leopold Sedar Senghor Stadium, the last time we played against Senegal in a competitive match, when both the AFCON qualifiers and the World Cup were joined together, you scored the equalizer. From then on, looking back now and seeing how Gambian football has get to that level, what are you hoping for the future as far as Gambian football is concerned?
As far as Gambian football is concerned, we just want to see, but I think the national team, they're doing good. But the problem we're having now is our league. If the league is good, they always say that if the league is good, the national team is going to be very, 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 very good. But our national team, they're doing good. They went to the AFCON. Nobody thought about that. We're going to this quarterfinal. We went up to the quarterfinals. That's very good. But the league, we have to work on it.
Work on it.
Yeah, we have to work on it.
Yeah.
Real big improvement.
Yeah.
We have to work on it.
So for you, in terms of that improvement of the league, where would your focus be? Is it about the style of play or the pitch? Because the pitch at the Independence Stadium is terrible.
Yeah, that's what
I was there on Saturday night, when I watched Falcons play against Armed Forces, and then yesterday you were there when Brikama played, and Brikama Marimo, and then the other team Hawks as well.
Yeah, I was there, and I have saw the pitch. Everybody knows the pitch is not good, and we need if you want to play good football, you have to have a good pitch. But the problem here is the pitches. We have a very, 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 very bad pitches. And I don't know how do they expect the players to play on that pitches. If we have better pitches, the talent I see in this country, if you go to watch a league game, you will see a very, very good
football.
Good football, very, very good football.
And also talking about the pitch, there is a risk factor.
Exactly.
Some parts of the pitch are bumpy. You can see holes inside, some kind of a small ditch, which you can have a twisted ankle. You can have a knee injury from that. So that's really very bad.
It's more than the bad. And our problem is if you are injured, then it's finished. You don't have nowhere to go to cure it. So GFF, what they have to do, I saw that they say that Birkama and Banjul, they have this artificial
turf, yeah, that they've laid.
Yeah, and when that turf is ready, you will see good football. But it's not about only the pitches. I think the players, their welfare,
yeah,
and all those kind of things. If you see the players here, just if you go to our neighboring country, that's why now every good player is running from here going to Senegal.
They're going to Senegal, yeah.
They're going to Senegal.
Yeah, better wages, better player welfare.
Exactly.
And even when it comes to players, taking care of them when they are injured and things like that. Yeah.
Here, if you are injured, you're going to be by yourself and your family.
Yeah.
And that's very sad. We need to help our players. They need to invest in the league. By investing in the league, I think we have to give back to football what football has been given to them.
Yeah.
Because if you see this AFCON, they have received a lot of monies. I think that money they have to invest it back to the football.
Football as well.
Every country, that's what they're doing. If you look at this, our neighboring country, now they're going to build 4 mini stadiums from this AFCON money. But what are we doing?
Well, that's something that the football authorities have to think about and make sure that our game is improved. Invest the football money back on to football, from the training pitches to actually the proper football fields, and also the players, because they are the athletes. They are the reason why you have a GFF president. Exactly. They are the reason why you have a Secretary General of the Gambia Football Federation. They are the reason why you have other football administrators. So if it were not for the players, obviously we wouldn't be having a football body. Talk less of Gambia giving some money as being participant of the Africa Cup of Nations or being in other competitions, the World Cup or competitions.
And if you when we went to the AFCON, 90% of the players played in this league and they went to professional. If they were not playing here, how can they go up to the professional level and be selected to the national team? We have to give back to the league. We have to give back to football. I think that's going to help, because what I saw on Saturday, these kids, they are very, very talented. They are very, very talented. Yeah. If they have good pitches, you will see good football every time. That's what I was telling Ibrahimane yesterday when we were after the training. You can see the pitches, it will bump, but you can see that these kids, they are very good.
Very good.
They are very good.
Yeah. So investment. That's what Aziz Kornyang is talking about. He's former Gambia international. He would be famously remembered for that fantastic equalizer that he scored against Senegal. Well, I've look at it in the archives if I can still get you that goal. It would be very interesting. Senegalese were all over the place. How can Gambia get us a draw in Dakar? And then it was the joint AFCON and World Cup qualifiers in 2008 at the Leopard Sedat Senghor. But we were talking about the Norway Cup, and we're looking forward to this competition. It's at the selection stage. We will also again invite Aziz to talk about the final selection and how the kids are going to go about this competition. And we wish them good luck. Thank you very much, Aziz.
Thank you very much, Gajaga.
Well, that's all we have for you on tonight's Qsports. Thank you very much for watching. Join us again next week at the same time for more sports. Bye for now.